A video game just ended, and grown adults, people with jobs, mortgages, full beards, are genuinely actually grieving it. And before you laugh, so am I a little. And by the end of this, you're gonna understand why that's not pathetic. It's one of the most human things there is. Quick context, because the internet got this slightly wrong. Destiny 2 didn't get shut down on June 9th. Bungie shipped the last big update and basically said that's it. No more new content. No more expansions. The servers are still up, you can still log in, but there's nothing new coming, ever again, after almost 9 years. It's not a server going dark, it's something closer to a place you love quietly announcing it's stopped growing. And weirdly, that hits harder. Here's the thing people who didn't play the game don't get. For a huge number of players, Destiny 2 wasn't a game they played, it was a place they went. Psychologists have this concept called the third place. Not home, not work, but the third spot where your life actually happens. The pub, the gym, the barber shop, the place you show up to see the same faces and just exist with people. For a decade, Destiny was that. It was the Tuesday night raid with the same 4 friends, the clan chat that never really turned off, the routine of logging in, seeing who's online, running the same loop you've run 1,000 times. Not because it's new, but because they're there. So when people say it's just a game, they're technically right and completely missing the point. Nobody's crying over the pixels. They're crying over the standing appointment with people they love that just got cancelled forever. Now let's be honest about the darker mechanics, because it wasn't all wholesome. Live service games are engineered to be a habit. Remember the case opening video? Favorable rewards, the chase, the dopamine of the maybe. Destiny ran the exact engine, but stretched across years. The endless loot chase where the perfect roll is always one more run away. The seasonal reset that wipes the slate and goes, okay, climb again. And the FOMO, log in this week or miss it forever, is the same psychology that makes slot machines sticky, except wrapped around a world you genuinely love and friends you genuinely have, which makes it so much stronger. You weren't just chasing loot, you were chasing it next to your boys. That's the part that's a little uncomfortable to admit. Some of why we kept coming back was love and community. And some of it was very well built machine pulling a very old lever in our brains. Both things are true at once. That's usually how it goes. And here's the wild part. It wasn't even consistently good. Anyone who played will tell you Destiny had brutal stretches, expansions that flopped, content droughts where there was nothing to do. Times the grind felt less like fun and more like a part-time job your brain wouldn't let you quit. So why did people stay through years of that? There's 2 reasons. And they're both deeply human. One, sunk cost. I've put thousands of hours and 6 years into this, I can't leave now. Your brain hates abandoning something it's already poured itself into, even when staying doesn't make sense. And 2, hope. There was always a next expansion, always a this one will fix it. And ever so often, it did. The finale, the final shape, was so good it reminded everyone why they fell in love in the first place. That's the cruelest, most effective hook there is. The occasional, genuine, brilliant high that justifies all the lows. It's the same reason people stay in all kinds of things longer than they should. The good times were real. That's exactly what made them so hard to walk away from. So now it ends, and people feel a real genuine ache, the kind they feel slightly embarrassed about. It's a game. Why do I feel like this? Because of grief. Because grief isn't about whether something was real enough to deserve it. Grief is just what love does when the thing it's attached to is gone. And what you're actually mourning isn't the game, it's time. It's the version of you that logged in at 2 a.m. in 2019 with the people who've since drifted away. It's chapter of your life that had a specific soundtrack, specific friends, and specific feelings. And the place that held all of it just closed. You can't go back there now. Not because the servers are off, but because that time is off. That's not pathetic. That's the same thing people feel about a hometown bar that shut down or a school that got torn down. A space held a piece of your life, and now that space is gone. So the piece feels further away. The game was the container, but your grieving is what was inside. So no, you're not a loser for feeling something about a video game ending. You spent real hours with real people having real experiences that genuinely changed you. The fact that it happened on a screen doesn't make it fake, it just makes it modern. So, pour one out for the Guardians, go text the friends you used to play with, because that part you can still do. Anyways, I'm completely fine. Talk to her.